Welcome to the top of the morning show. It's your girl TT from the D. Happy hump day, everybody. It's hump day somewhere around the world. I know it's hump day in my neck of the woods, and I'm from the D. I want to thank you for tuning in this morning. You could have chose any other podcast platform or radio show, but you chose the top of the morning show, and I am grateful. Whether you're listening to us on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Anchor.fm, which is now Spotify for podcasters. We also have it where you can listen to the show on my YouTube page by way of headliner. Today's hot topic, we're going to kind of talk a little bit about, it kind of stems off a little bit of last night Tap In Tuesday. If you enjoyed or if you caught Tap In Tuesday, which is my live stream show that I do every Tuesday, then you understand last night's topic was unresolved traumatic relationships. Today we're going to talk about autophobia. That's right, autophobia. And we'll tap in on monophobia. You might say, what in a lifetime special? What is autophobia, TT? Well, autophobia is when a person has a rational extreme fear of being alone, right? A person may experience this fear when they're alone. Now, think about, and it could be you, and this is no shade, this is really real. Are you that type of woman? Are you that type of man that cannot be alone, can't live alone, has to be in a relationship? Whether you really want to be in it or you don't. You have to be with somebody. Okay, did you answer that? You might say, oh, I've been married for this long, or I've been in this relationship for this long, or no, I'm a loner. But think about it. If you, let's be honest, this is a moment of transparency. If you've wanted to leave that relationship, that situation, but then you thought, I'll be lonely, I might be depressed, this is as good as it gets. You got all kind of thoughts when you suffer from autophobia. Now, some people may have autophobia when they're with other people. And in this case, the fear is really about isolation. They don't want to be isolated. And you could very well be with a room full of people but still feel alone. Now, in other terms that we could use, we have the isophobia, we have the aromophobia, and the monophobia, as I said. What's the difference between fear of being alone and loneliness? It's one and the same, you think, right? But when you're lonely, you feel unhappy or sad about the quantity or quality of social connections in your life. You look around and you think, like, I don't really have a lot of friends. I don't have any friends, right? So now you're in this relationship and you're going to cling on to it, especially if you like them. And when you know, because we know we should go. We know when we should go. But we start to feel I forgot what it was referenced as to last night. I want to say Stockholm Syndrome. So if I'm incorrect, I apologize. But we talked about it last night. If you suffer from feeling devoted to somebody that you're not happy with or treats you wrong, then I believe you have Stockholm Syndrome. And I pray that you get loosed from that. Phobia, or I should say phobias, are a common anxiety disorder. It could be as rare as something that you're afraid of or something that was traumatizing that made you traumatized. Autophobia is a specific phobia disorder, like arachophobia, right? You could say, oh, this is not a real word, but I got birdophobia. I got barophobia. You know what I'm saying? You're afraid of it. And how common is this autophobia? Well, It depends on the person. They say 1 in 10 American adults and 1 in 5 teenagers will deal with a specific phobia, disorder at some point in their life. I'm 48 and I have a strong case of anxiety when it comes to flying, yet I fly. I'll tell you a risk factor or a few risk factors for autophobia. Borderline personality disorder, BPD. People with BPD have an intense fear to be rejected or turned down. And it's a mental disorder, which makes it intensified. Dependent personality disorder, DPD, not Detroit Police Department. DPD, dependent personality disorder, causes you to feel incapable of taking yourself to the point of self-care is your priority, and or it makes you incapable of taking care of yourself. And then you have family history, growing up with a parent or a loved one who has a phobia or anxiety. They're prone to pass it down. You inherit their habits, their thought processes. And let's not forget genetics. That's almost like family history, but genetics. Just think about, are you afraid to be alone? It's healthy to be alone. You know why? Because you get the opportunity to know what you want, not be told what you want. You make the decision on how you want to be and live with yourself. And choose wisely. That's what I would say. Anyway, I just wanted to share that tad bit. It kind of speared off of the Tap In Tuesday show last night. So I hope that you've enjoyed the show. I hope that you have a wonderful day. It's your girl TT from the D, and I'll see you soon.